In today's video, I asked the question, should you stack silver or gold now? Stay tuned, I'm going to give you my thoughts on that very subject. Alright guys, welcome back. Once again, my name is Silver Britches. And if you're new here guys, don't forget to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. I really appreciate it. Now in today's video guys, I want to talk to you about whether or not you should stack silver or gold right now in April of 2020. And it is a difficult question for me to answer. Man, it really is. But it's kind of dark in here. Hang on one second. Let me see if I can adjust my camera here. All right, there we go. All right, that's much better. Okay. All right, now, should you stack silver or gold right now in April 2020? Now, that's the question that I'm posing to you right now. And also, guys, I did make a trip to an LCS and I did grab something else. And I'm super stoked about it. And if you follow me on Instagram, you probably already know what it is. But silver or gold, which one should you stack? Guys, it's really hard for me to answer that question. And the reason why I say that is because I don't know what your budget is. I don't know what your stack reflects. I don't know what your current situation is. The only thing that I can reference is what I'm doing, what I'm personally putting away myself. I'm trying to put away both metals myself personally. I don't have enough of either. So no matter what the prices are going to do, what they're going to reflect, I'm probably going to keep stacking both. I want to get my stack as close to 50-50 as possible. Whether that's gold and silver, you know, it really just depends because I see both metals doing extremely well in the coming months and coming years. Really, I mean, it's just the recipes are all there. So what did I pick up? Now, trying to get myself back to 50-50 because whenever I first started stacking, I was mostly just like everybody else, you know, getting more into the silver. And I have been trying to accumulate more gold this year, and I started stepping that up last year. Now, I also said that at the beginning of the year that I was not going to buy gold above 1600. Well, I broke my rule because it's just, I feel that gold it's going to stay with me for the long haul. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep stacking gold as much as possible. I'm going to keep it forever. That's what's going to stay with me until whenever, you know, and if I don't need it, great. You know, that's something that I'll be able to pass on to my kids or maybe one day, you know, grandchildren if I'm so lucky. And that's what's got me going. That's what's got me motivated to buy gold, no matter what the price is. And what I did pick up, guys, if you remember from past videos, was in 2008, I really started wanting to get a gold buffalo. Like really, really bad. Like I was in love with them. Huge, huge fan of them. They're beautiful. They're gorgeous. So I did it again. Here we go. A sweet 2008 buffalo, guys. Extremely happy this is going in the stack. Extremely happy. I cannot tell you how wonderful it is to be able to put one of these away, and it being the 2008. And this is actually the first one that he brought me was the 2008, and I was just like, what a coincidence. So I had to grab it. Had to, man. I had to grab it. I didn't care if it had a scratch on it. It did not matter. It was that 2008. That's what I was looking for. That's what I wanted, you know, back then. So I was just like, man, it's perfect. Perfect. Go ahead and take it. So I did, man. And I'm just stoked about that. It's just great being able to put away one of those and having it forever. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about for me. And my Silver Eagles, guys, they are going to stay with me for the long haul also. because these two, the American Silver Eagle, the American Gold Eagle, and the American Gold Buffalo, guys, those are the creme de la creme. They are the crown jewels of silver and gold. And yeah, a lot of people, they frown on the American Gold Eagle with it being 22 karat gold. But you know what, guys, this is more liquid in the United States than pretty much any other gold piece out there. It really is. And whether it's 22 karat gold or not, or this is better because it's 24 karat gold, this usually tracks within $50, $60 of that. And that's standard across the board, guys. So why not go ahead and spend that extra little bit of money, grab the Buffalo or the American Gold Eagle? You can't go wrong with either, in my opinion. But if you have that extra little bit of money, I highly suggest getting that Gold Buffalo, man. They are beautiful. They are. And I will let you see the difference. The difference in them is really, really stunning, because you see the fields of the coins, whereas on the American Gold Eagle, it's kind of flat. And if you look at the American Gold Buffalo, you see how it's kind of got that hammered background in the fields. It's just stunning, guys. And on the proof versions, it's even better. It is crazy beautiful on the proofs. But I just wanted you guys to see that. Now, which one should you be stacking the most of? Well, it all depends on your budget, guys. And you really need to keep that budget in mind when you're stacking. You don't want to blow your budget. You don't want to go over. You don't want to use credit cards. You want to pay in cash, okay? And the reason why you want to pay in cash is because nobody knows that you bought it except for the person you bought it from, okay? That's it. That's why you want to pay in cash. I prefer to pay for my precious metals in cash. That way it's not tracked. That way nobody knows that I'm purchasing it. And that is my main suggestion for you guys, is to pay in cash. Don't use a credit card. Don't use a check. If you can pay in cash in person, that's the best way to do it. Now, which one should you stack? It's like I said, man, it's a very difficult question. And I think you should stack both, really. I mean, I really do. If you don't have any gold at all, but you don't have the budget to do so, you can always get the fractionals. Now, me personally, I wouldn't go any smaller than the 1/10 ounce. And the reason for that is because these premiums are already high enough, okay? Now, if you go lower than that, you're going to get murdered in the premiums. And it's going to take a long time for you to get those premiums back. But if you're keeping this forever, okay, forever, I don't see a problem with stacking fractionals. But it's just, if you go lower than that, it's just tough. It really is. And if you're going to do fractionals, I highly suggest you do. And it depends on where you live, okay? Now, if you live in the United States, you want to go with the American Gold Eagle, okay? If you live in Canada, you want to go with the Canadian Maple Leaf, okay? If you live in Europe, you want to go with the Philharmonic, or you want to go with the Britannia, whatever. If you live in Australia, obviously you want to go with Australian. But here in the United States, guys, these are liquid. You could literally take, say you got 4/4 ounces, right? You could literally take those in and trade them in for an American Gold Eagle 90% of the time. And the reason why you can do that, an even swap, an even trade, is because that LCS owner is going to make more money on these fractionals selling those than he would selling one of these. Because somebody else is going to pay those premiums on those fractionals. That's why I don't see a problem with getting into those. Now, your silver, Your silver, on the other hand, I've said it a lot of times, do not buy fractional silver. Never, ever, ever, ever. If you're going to do it, get you some junk silver, constitutional silver, dimes, quarters, halves, okay? That's the best fractional silver that you can get. I would not do it any other way. Now, your most liquid option is your best option. And the reason being is because right now you can see that these right here are highly liquid. So what does that mean? That means they hold their value. They retain their value, okay? It's a sovereign coin, okay? You want to stack what's in your sovereign nation. So same reason with the gold. You want to stack whatever country you live in. You want to do the same thing with your silver. I highly suggest that you do both. If you don't have neither of each, I think you should start stacking one or the other. Or start scaling back, you know what I mean? And then bringing yourself closer to that 50% plateau. I just think it's smart to diversify yourself. Because if you look at your 401k, is it all in the same thing? Okay, if it's not, why wouldn't you do that with your precious metals as well? And you can even venture into other metals besides silver and gold. But for me, these are the safe ones. These are the best plays for me. I got my cheap can-do metal, which is my silver eagle, right? And I got my steady long-term gain in my gold. And I think that's the best alternative. I think that's the best method to do it with, is those two methods right there, silver and gold. Now, platinum is a great buy. Absolutely. It is a wonderful buy. But you also have to remember, what is platinum for? It's actually more rare than gold, right? It's more rare. So why isn't it doing well right now? And you have to look at that. Okay, you have to look at that before you make that investment. You can't just say, well, it's a good buy, I need to get in on it. And the reason why it's not as valuable as gold now is because palladium has taken its place. And you can also make that argument, well, palladium is too expensive now. Maybe people are going to go back into platinum. And yep, that is a possibility, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to stick with what I know. I'm going to stick with my cheap metal, which is this, because I can stack more of this than this. So I will stay with this. I will, hope this chugs along, does what it needs to do, while picking up more of this. And to be honest with you, I prefer to stack the fractional because it's easier for me to do so. I don't have to wait that 2 months to make a big purchase. You know what I mean? I could go ahead, pick these up, probably 2 or 3 a month. Easy. They're cheaper. Whereas in the gold buffalo, gold American eagle, I got to save up a long time to get that. So sorry this video is running late, but it's a difficult question and it's hard to answer. And it's really hard for me to answer your question because I don't know what you're trying to do. I don't know what your budget is. I don't know what you prefer to do. But I do think that you should diversify. I really do. Because if your 401k, like I said, is not all in the same thing, why would your precious metals be all in the same thing? It's just a question. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, how you feel about that. Let me know which one you're stacking the most. And this is a great time, in my opinion, to be stacking. It really is. Because I think things are really going to take off as far as your precious metals goes. Just look what oil's doing today. Holy crap, it's in the negative. What the heck is that? All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Remember, be careful, be courteous, and keep grinding on your stack.